So EK and I had this conversation about like trying out AI text generation. So I tried an AI text generator with the topic of why Donald Duck was discharged from the Navy. Here's the story the computer printed out. Donald Duck is best known for his cartoon adventures, but he also had a real-life story behind the scenes, the story of his discharge from the Navy. This post will explore the events that led to Donald Duck's discharge, along with the political and cultural implications of his story. You won't believe what actually happened. Read on to find out. It's commonly known that Walt Disney created the beloved character of Donald Duck. What many people don't know, however, is that Donald Duck actually served in the Navy during World War II and was honorably discharged after his service. This tall tale is often told amongst family and friends, having been passed down through the generations. During his deployment, Donald Duck received numerous awards and decorations, including the Navy Cross and Distinguished Flying Cross. His contribution to the war effort was invaluable, and he managed to rescue all of his fellow soldiers from certain danger. Thus, Donald Duck became the enduring symbol of heroism and courage, a reminder that truth is often stranger than fiction. While there's some scant records on Donald Duck's enlistment, the actual details surrounding his honorable discharge have been largely unknown until now. Through extensive research, we have been able to uncover a rarely heard tale of Donald Duck's naval discharge, providing a unique insight into this well-known character. Thus, the flooding story of Donald Duck's honorable discharge has been finally revealed and provides an exciting insight into his beloved character.
They caught him smoking quack.
EK says they caught him smoking quack. It's like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'll tell you what happened. While the facts have been remaining largely unknown, until now, this tall tale brings to life a unique journey that was previously unheard of. Through extensive research, they keep saying that. They come across rarely seen details of this one-of-a-kind story that will continue to provide more information as it is found. Rumors have long circulated that Donald Duck was discharged from the United States Navy with an honorable dishonorable discharge. However, after thorough investigation, it has been revealed that Donald Duck was in fact honorably discharged. This tall tale, it kind of keeps repeating itself. You know, it's ridiculous. Let's see if there's a conclusion paragraph. All right. No. All right, little. Contrary to rumors that have been circulating, the true story behind this discharge, it just keeps repeating itself. All right, it's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. See, I was in the Navy. That was in, that's the AI's article. I'm talking for myself now. Okay, this is me. All right, I was in the Navy. What I heard was that early in the war, the Second World War, Donald Duck was on the USS Ranger, and he was a coxswain of a ship in Taiwan, of a ship's boat in Taiwan. Now, if you know what a coxswain is like the captain of a small boat, a ship's boat. And so he was running crew to shore for liberty in Taiwan. And a drunken sailor on one of the trips started a fire inside the ship's boat. And so, Donald had a temper even way back then. And so he threw this sailor overboard because he started a fire. He put out the fire and he returned back to the USS Ranger to, return the crew that remained on board, to the ship. But the fact of the matter is the story got out. He got in trouble. He had to go to captain's master, because throwing somebody overboard when you're in the Navy is attempted murder. So he had to go to captain's mast. He was found guilty. He was thrown into brig in the USS Ranger until they finally got back to Pearl Harbor. And then from Pearl Harbor, he was sent back to San Diego. From San Diego, he was dishonorably discharged from the U.S. Navy. And the reason he threw that guy out of the ship's boat is because he was bosun's mate's third-class duck. Bosun's mate third-class duck was the coxswain of that ship's boat and therefore in charge. Anyway, I'm kind of on Donald's side in the whole thing. But eventually he got discharged out of San Diego, dishonorably discharged out of San Diego, eventually wandered up to Anaheim, and that's where he ran into Walt Disney in a bar somewhere in Anaheim, and eventually, got work, started getting work. It's like, oh, I like that idea, Walt said, the duck who's in the Navy. I mean, it makes sense. And of course he'd be on an aircraft carrier, USS Ranger. Anyway, that's just the scuttlebutt I heard. It's a shame about Huey, Dewey, and Louie, though, because they all went to Vietnam and died. All of them. It's a shame. So I ask you, which story's better? You can't do what I can do, computer. I feel like the John Henry of the information age.